You know, each Sunday is really a time of soul strengthening, if you will, soul focus. Today is simply a little more intentionally so, is that we are here to celebrate and to deepen and to enrichen our soul. For as Unity's first two principles, it summarizes that's all what it's all about. Namely, there is one presence, God the good, in the universe. And we are of that essence, and we are good. And so it is, today is kind of the emphasis and deepening our own awareness of those two principles into our life so that as we go about living life, we're engaged in joining the world through our soul instead of joining the world through the world. We're letting our soul lead us, lead our way. And so to do that, of course, we just need to constantly strengthen that. And that's what we're about today. I'd like to start with a personal story and then another example of just that reality of deepening soul's presence. My first story is about something that just happened a couple of days ago and brought mixed reaction. My daughter and her husband have been trying to be pregnant for many, many times, and unfortunately, it hasn't been successful. And each time is kind of wreaking havoc with her own body because they have to inject all kinds of hormonal injections to make her receptive to becoming pregnant. It hasn't worked. This latest time, we thought it was. And indeed, she was getting a lot of good indications that it was being successful after having an implant. And then, unfortunately, about 1:30 in the morning, Friday morning or Saturday, early Saturday, we got a call, and they were sobbing and saying that she just lost it. And my wife and I were caught in both loving them and supporting them, of course, but having our own tears about it. And at the same time, and this was a remarkable part of it as far as I'm concerned, and my wife and I were in prayer about it, that there was a simultaneous recognition that all was okay, that there is a divine order in all of this. As sad and as tears were present, there also was this recognition that we, all of us, are wrapped in the arms of love. All is good. And it's in that recognition that even in the midst of a human sadness, that there's something beyond all that that brings us into awareness that we are always encompassed in God's arms. And that's really, in a sense, what today is all about, too. But also, I'd like to use another reference, and this was recently from a person, I'm just going to read this, was in New York and stood in a sanctuary, Jewish synagogue, with song, liturgy, and memory, and the gift of generations. And as this person was experiencing all this, he watched a young teenager step forward to mark his coming of age in the Jewish tradition to receive the Torah, which is the wisdom of the law in Judaism, not as a child protected from responsibility, but as a full participant in the life of his people. It was his bar mitzvah. So many moments in this service were profound, but this one moment in particular undid me. After the Torah had been passed hand to hand from grandparents to parents to child, from lineage to future, the rabbi turned to the young man to face him. He placed his hands on his shoulders, looked him in the eye, and spoke words that felt as old as the faith itself and as urgent as this very moment. And he said to the young man, "You are good." You are loving and loved. You are kind and compassionate. All we ask of you as your community is that you become more of who you are. It was a blessing, a recognition. Isn't that what we're all about? Become more of who we are. And today is simply a deepening of that awareness, of that, of living a life of the truth that we are into the world. And so let us begin by going through the many of the elements of the service that we are starting with this morning rather than ending, because we will end in quiet and then disperse from that point. So let us continue and let us say our vision together. A world powerfully transformed through shared spiritual awakening. And our mission, advancing the movement of spiritual awakening and transformation through unity, a positive path for spiritual living. And our values, abundance, acceptance, community, diversity, integrity, joy, and love. And we celebrate our children, I love this photograph always, with this affirmation together. Unity of Appleton sees the divinity in all children and nurtures their unfolding spirituality. And the reading from Daily Word is World Peace. As I affirm, I help create a peaceful world. In 1964, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "It is not enough to say we must not wage war. It is necessary to love peace and sacrifice for it. We must concentrate not merely on the negative expulsion of war, but the positive affirmation of peace. Of course, I will work toward creating the kind of world I wish to see, investing my effort and energy to ending conflict, discrimination, and other kinds of negativity. But I also put my energy into creating harmony, cooperation, opportunity, and other positive outcomes. Today, I affirm that peace is dawning all over the world, blessing all people with warm feelings of cooperation and togetherness. I affirm peace is here, even as I strive to create it." And from the book of 1 Thessalonians, "May the God of peace himself sanctify you entirely, and may your spirit and soul and body be kept sound." Let us together say the line at the top. Together, world peace. As I affirm peace, I help create a peaceful world. And now we will take our love offering as we move into that to our affirmation of prosperity. This is the time when those who feel Unity of Appleton is our spiritual home practice putting spirit first in our financial life. This practice prospers a spiritual community we love and supports our own spiritual growth and prosperity. Please give whatever amount Spirit guides you to give, whether it is in person or electronically. Whatever that amount is, take that gift into your heart and bless it with your love. Feel free to bless the plate as it passes by. Let yourself feel grateful to God in you as your one source. Then please join in our affirmation of prosperity. Together, Unity of Appleton is alive with the energy of spirit in the flow of divine abundance and radiant with unlimited possibilities. And we celebrate our giving and receiving together by saying, "Divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I joyfully give and willingly receive. I give in love, and I trust God as my source." now let's receive the offering. As we accept these, our offerings, we do so with gratitude and appreciation, knowing that it is all in the services of love. Love here, love all around, for that is the truth. And we celebrate that right now. Thank you, God. So I'm going to lead you through, hopefully, a way of deepening and enriching your soul's presence within you. And then Teresa will follow up with doing the same, actually, but from a different sensory experience with the bowls. And then she will end with the realization that you're all free to remain in silence if you wish, or to get up and leave and do what you would like, or if you want to join in further celebration or talk downstairs, refreshments will be available. So let us begin.